So let me introduce you to this band. Yes. I'm gonna take it closer because this is a CD. Yes. Today we will be listening to a CD. Actually, it is not this. This is just my favorite cover and one of the first albums. It's number 2, if I remember it right. But look at that doggy. We're gonna put the doggy right there with the CD. And let's talk about this for a few minutes before we dive into how it sounds. This is a new series, and I'm gonna keep doing it as my special little pet project on my channel. I've thought about this. How can I introduce a hidden gem on my channel? What's the proper way of doing it? And yes, this is the result, I hope. Yeah, man. Also because it's important you do it right when you're the first on YouTube that's doing it. And I'm actually pretty sure, because I searched a couple of times at least on the name Powersolo, and attached with the word, as you do, reaction and even review, and zero zilch. And that inspired me to do this new series. It's an introduction to a new, and as I said, in my opinion, hidden gem. In short, Powersolo is a band from Denmark. So, and I even have a fun fact story myself. In short, it is just like totally my blind luck, random. I end up in a garden during a movie set on an island in Denmark called Møn, and the lead singer had a part in the movie, a small part, but it was in the biggest action scene in the movie. It was a thriller, I guess, not even a good movie. The movie is called Echo, and had a big actor at the time from, you might know him from the Danish movie trilogy Pusher, and Kim Bodnia. So I was meeting him, and we were supposed to chill out on the set and drink coffee because I painted a car that was in the action scene I was about to explain, and getting blown up. And Kim from Powersolo had a small cameo role in the movie, where he was yelling out when the car exploded, because it was his pride and joy. It was a real hillbilly car. So they hired me to do it. They thought I was the perfect dude to do it, as the director said. Me being a hillbilly and all. Yeah, true. Maybe it's because I said online that I thought it was a shitty movie. But anywho, I gotta be honest. I have always maybe been too honest. But yeah, I said, and what do you know? Because he was in the movie, he was also at the coffee party in the garden that afternoon, and I was in heaven. We were talking tattoos and stuff. And now I'm here talking to you with my fun fact little story behind the scenes. What do you want to call it? Introducing a new band, a Danish band. And I don't think I'm overselling it, saying it's a real hidden gem. I will compare this band to just as original and frantic as the Cramps, and in Japan has to be 88 Kazajunri. We're talking that energy, that holy shit! I can't believe it, man. That's just perfecto. Like they have done nothing else ever. But yes, this I'm just gonna start also with showing you my small CD collection. I don't have the first album. This is the second, and I don't remember the order of the rest. I have this one. It's difficult to see what the name is. This one is more easy. Blood, Skin, Bones. Yes. The Real Sound. And almost, I could almost say the same about Airy, Buzz, Human, and an EP we're going to talk about in a few seconds. But most of them are my favorite kind of albums. I think this is the one I played the least, not the most. This one is fantastic. Fantastic. I really mean fantastic. This one is kind of fantastic as I remember it also. It's not, maybe has the potential to also be among the favorites. This is the one I've been listening to longest ago. What do you want to say? I'm from Denmark. How you call it, It has been a while, I must admit. But this has been on rotation the last week, several times a day. And let me explain what this is. Man, this is an EP with 2 Danish bands on it, 4 tracks total. Kind of like one of those 10 inches EPs from Man's Ruin Records, where you have 2 tracks with, I don't know, let's say Kajas, and 2 with Fu Manchu. If they made one like that, can't remember. But this is a Danish answer to that kind of record. It is on vinyl, but it's very rare. And yeah, this is the CD, as you can see. But it is this. There's a reason I'm starting with this, because I think this is the way they sound on this one, Powersolo. And I'm just gonna concentrate on one group, not mentioning the other very much, if I do it at all, because that would be another video, I guess. But in short, I was about to say it has a very easy, likable sound, in my opinion. I would call it a good gateway into this group if you're new to it, because it's not their dirtiest sound, and it's just like very danceable, very funky, and very surprisingly good. And as often on these small, side projects, he's actually lying on a ship's deck. I think it is some kind of ferry between Denmark and Germany, maybe, looking at a big turd, laughing. That's and the first track is Dope Dope Dope. It's Danish, but I guess you can translate it yourself. It's very the same. We're gonna skip that one, and we're going directly to the second contribution to this split EP. It's called Glorious Man, in one word. I'm just gonna hold it up. Dope, 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 and then Glorious Man. Yes. Are you with? It's already in, as you can see. So maybe we can put this next to it. We got room. We can build a picture. Man, we need to do this. Why have I not thought of it before? Oh cannot see the doggy. It's actually Yellow Wolf, believe it or not. My paraphrase of the cover. I combined it with the Japanese movie Housing. Anywho, so yes, I think I said enough. So far, what I meant was the most important to apropos the introduction and introducing you to this group. I'm just gonna give ourselves a little cheers, because if we are reinventing the wheel on the channel, and it's not only gonna be videos like this going forward, apropos, but we might do it. We're gonna do it in style. What the fuck? What the frick is this? It's a dangerous bottle. Some kind of pirate thing. I don't know. I only have the strong stuff, so it is not like I'm just gonna take a little. These are teacups. I was a little. Yes, we're gonna take a shot. A good shot. It is some kind of, I don't know, Diablo. When the word Diablo is on the label, look out, man. But anywho, it's you got every genre almost, and it's not random. I compared them to the Cramps first, because you're not gonna hear the Cramps very much today. But as I said, today is kind of like an odd one out. I would even call this band a dark horse amongst, rock groups. These guys are hard to track down. They mostly only play in Denmark, sometimes Berlin, and I don't know where, England. I don't know their tour playing. Frank Zappa asked the question, does humor belong in music? And the answer is coming from Powersolo, and maybe other places also. Yes, it does, even on the cover. And he's singing Danish in this song we're gonna turn on in 2 seconds. And I'm from Denmark. I can't understand one single word, I think. Maybe man, but Glorious Man, it's an English title, and I'm gonna yell it out to you during the song, what kind of language I think it is. We can call it gibberish, but it's good gibberish. So that being said, oh my God, I should have had a remote. I'm gonna run, start the song, and then we're gonna listen. That was Danish. No. Maybe. Dirty mama. Dirty mama. If you notice, and I think you will hear it more than once before you notice it, at one point, with all those sounds you are making in the breaks, there's at one moment, it's like it's a burp. It's a that's funny. It wasn't like that, but you know what I mean. Jesus Christus, man. Dirty mama. Dirty mama. That's funky. That's funky as fuck. Damn. So now you know why I introduced the band. Yes, it's great, but it's not the best song to. It is at the same time, as I said in the beginning. It's a very good entrance to the group, because who wouldn't like this number, you know? I think it's a no-brainer. This is fucking funky. And the other day I heard it like almost 7-8 times in one day. Not over and over and over, but something in between. Sometimes 2 times in a row, but anywho, I really dig this one. And I dig a lot of the tracks. There's a reason I'm talking about the group. You can't go wrong. Just buy one of them if you're into buying music. In my opinion, they don't make a dull album. Some better than others. As I said, this is maybe not my most listened one, but I'm not sure it's because why it has anything to do with the, other than maybe it's just like the ugliest cover. That sometimes things like this can be, something that's holding you off. I don't know. It's kind of like Bebobalula, I just made a video about Bebobalula, I guess we can call it almost jive talking. I don't know if it's just gibberish talking, it's called. It's very cute. Also, as I said a couple of times now, I think it's very crampsy. Everybody heard about the bird. The bird is a word, It's like, dirty mama. It's a perfect continuation of that vibe, that style. Very rockabilly. And this is only the tip top of the mountain, called Powersolo. It's these guys have style in some. I think just this cover. That's one of my favorite covers. It tells a lot about the mindset. They also sometimes they have a guy on stage with a what do you call it, luchador mask, just like Mysterio, El Mysterio mask running around on stage. They are very Americano on that. It's mystical because they're kind of also at the same time the most Danish you can be, if that makes sense. These guys are hellbillies, as I said in the beginning, but in the best way, most lovable way. We just love the hillbillies, man. I do. I got love for any kind of people. Why not the hillbillies? The hillbillies are honest. That's great. Kid Kicks, Atomic Kid. That's the name of his brother. That was maybe important, you know, introducing the band, just saying the names. I never said I'm good at this, but I'm really trying. Yeah, Atomic Child is the name of his kid brother. They are known to be railway thin, I think it's called. And then we have, you know, Izzy Benz on the drum kits, and Kim Kicks. Yeah, the main roster, lead singer, lead guitarist, also plays the bass. They play a lot of instruments. Also this guy, and a lot of percussions, different, even bongos. So that's my next project on vinyl. I've been sleeping some years on Powersolo, but I've been loving them for many years. But it's, you know, a band you can describe as a dark horse. Sometimes you forget it's alive, and all of a sudden it just sprints right back into your life and said, you forget about me, you think I'm the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread? No, sorry. And here we are, Danish group, Hidden Gem, Powersolo. I hope you dog it. You know I love you. And as they say in Denmark, dirty mama, ow. Dirty mama, ow. Dirty mama, ow. So, and then he shouts something in Danish, I noticed. Something like, "Come on, in the dør, hvad fanden er du gal?" I don't know what, and I'm from Denmark, so that just proves that music are not, the best music is not discovered through the words, it's discovered through how it sounds. Yeah, Bob Dylan, he wasn't totally right, but half right. Anywho, as I said, Doma arigato, kampai, slange, cheers. Anywho, which language you like? Skål, that's Danish. Yeah. See you in the next video. Bye now.